And President Biden is in Israel right now, kicking off his first trip to the Middle East since taking office. The president received a defense briefing on the Iron Dome and Iron Beam air defense systems after talking about reaffirming the relationship between Israel and the United States.
We'll discuss my continued support, even though I know it's not in the near term, a two-state solution. That remains, in my view, the best way to ensure the future of equal measure of freedom, prosperity, and democracy for Israelis and Palestinians alike. We're going to celebrate the ending of people-to-people connection and the enduring connection that binds our nations together, commemorate the history that we must never allow to repeat itself.
Our Deputy Political Director, Averi Harper, joins me live now from Jerusalem with more on this. Averi, what's President Biden's goal for this trip, and why now?
Right. Well, you heard there that the president said that this is about reaffirming the U.S.'s support for Israel. It's also about strengthening the ties between Israel and other nations in the region, and that's about security. You mentioned the threat of Iran's nuclear program a little bit earlier, and it's also about combating the impact of Russia's war in Ukraine and competing with China. So there's several different objectives here, but all of them trying to figure out how to get Israel and other nations within the region to work together.
Now, Avi, the trip comes less than a month after the collapse of the latest Israel government. So why go there now, and how much can the president really do?
Right. Well, we know that the president is going to meet with Prime Minister Lapid. He's also going to meet with former Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. We know that the elections are coming up here in November, and it's quite possible that the next time that he comes here, that Prime Minister Lapid might not be in power. It could be Benjamin Netanyahu. And so his objective in that respect is to really figure out and to continue to meet with folks, because whoever is going to be the leader of this nation, he wants to continue to work with them, to continue to support Israel, and to continue to strengthen those relationships with other nations in the region.
And the president already got a warm welcome from the former Prime Minister Netanyahu, as well as the current Prime Minister. Opinions polls there in Israel suggest that Netanyahu could be poised for a comeback. So how carefully does President Biden have to manage that during this trip?
Right. Well, there is a desire not to influence the outcome of that election. But again, the president wants to meet with folks on all sides of the aisle here. He also wants to continue to meet not only with Israeli leaders, but also Palestinian leaders as he continues to reiterate his support for a two-state solution.
And of course, he has a big meeting coming up with the Crown Prince in Saudi Arabia. We know you'll be tracking the whole trip for us. Averi Harper in Jerusalem, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.